What I have in my hands right now is a real dinosaur. He's big, he's bright, and he's freaking adorable and really lazy. Are you ready to meet him? Because I am. How's it going, guys? It's Landon from Tye-Dyed Iguana, and today we're going to be taking a look at our featured animals. Eric will be doing the fish, so I'm going to take over the animal section, and let's get started. First things first, we have our regal jumping spiders. Regal jumping spiders are one of my personal favorite spiders because of a number of reasons. The first thing is they're tiny. You don't need a ginormous enclosure for them. They are so stinking cute, and they're overall pretty easy. Obviously, you're not going to want to really handle them, but they're super cool to look at. You can build cool enclosures, and if you look up cute spiders, the first thing you're going to find is a regal jumping spider. Alright guys, next up we're taking a look at our black African house snake. So this guy in particular is very, very tiny. He's a little small baby and actually quite chill. He was kind of sporadic at first, but once we got him out, he was pretty calm. A couple cool things about these guys is the first thing is they eat well, as all colubrids do, but this guy is going to be an easy eater for you, so you're not going to have any problems with it. Another thing is they stay quite small, only 3 feet full grown with the females, so you won't need a ginormous enclosure. So overall, these guys are pretty chill, they're cool, and they're a beautiful black color. Alright guys, next up is our Auslet's chameleon. So this is a baby. This is actually the second largest chameleon species in the world, right behind the Parsons. And this one in particular is pretty small right now. So full grown, these guys can get upwards of 27 inches, which is giant for a chameleon if you've ever had any. And as most chameleon species, they do need the usual care. UVB, not the most handleable and just being very cautious with all of them, but it's awesome to see one that is gonna get that big. Over 2 feet long as a chameleon is gonna be pretty sick. And he actually seems to have pretty cool coloration on him. As he will grow, it'll get better. All right guys, next up is our Indonesian tree boa. The cool thing about Indonesian tree boas is most arboreal snakes are extremely territorial, making them pretty hard to get out of their enclosure. If you've ever held one, they're usually pretty chill once they're out, but that's the hard part, is getting them out. These guys are 99% of the time very calm and very chill. Another big thing that everyone states is these guys are going to be eating frogs and lizards, so they don't eat your usual mice like most snakes do. These guys are going to make your life a little bit harder in that aspect. So obviously, other than the fact that they're arboreal and they eat lizards and frogs, they also stay pretty small, only capping out at around 2 feet for the females. So overall, a pretty small, chill, and fun snake. Alright guys, next up is our panther chameleon. Panther chameleons, in my opinion, are some of the prettiest chameleons you will see. They have some crazy, awesome colors. This guy in particular just turned really green on us. He also has the zoomies, as you can see. Panther chameleons don't get too large, only around 16 inches. They do need a pretty good size enclosure, and they obviously need that screen enclosure as they cannot have any glass. Anyways, panthers are awesome. This guy in particular is pretty handleable. Not all of them are, but this one seems to be kind of chill. We just had him out. He's a pretty green color, and I really think he wants this snack. Next up is our snowflake white tree frog. These guys are babies. They're very tiny. White tree frogs, in my opinion, are some of the cutest frogs, right behind a pixie frog, because they don't get super big, only around 5 inches, but they just stay so gosh darn round. They're just so cute. They also have a really nice green color on them. You can have more than one in an enclosure at a time. Obviously, you want to be careful not to have too many, not too many males, all the usual rules that you will follow with reptiles and amphibians. But these guys in particular are really small right now, and they have super neat coloration on them. So you'll get yourself a cool tropical animal that's also adorable. The snowflake part in their name happens because they do have some extra white spots on them, making it look like tiny little snowflakes. Alright guys, next up is our Central American whip scorpion. So this little guy is kind of hard to see, but they are some of the freakiest looking things ever, but they're actually, for the most part, pretty chill. They obviously can still pinch, so you want to be careful of that. I would never recommend holding them as they are a bit flighty and they can escape pretty easily, but they are neat. They stay pretty small, only around 1.5 inches full grown, and they do need themselves a pretty good size enclosure. Around this size, maybe something a bit bigger if you're wanting to feel a bit generous. But I think the coolest part about them is they look just like a creepy little alien. Overall, pretty awesome animals, and it would be cool to show your friends. What I have in my hands right now is a real dinosaur. He's big, he's bright, and he's freaking adorable and really lazy. Are you ready to meet him? Because I am. This right here is a Egyptian Eurymastix. This guy can get upwards of 3 feet full grown. As you can see, he's very lovey. He just wanted to climb up on me. He was giving me some kisses. He is the size of my entire torso. So if you guys are wanting something awesome and unique, that's also very chill. They require no protein, so if you're scared of bugs, they don't eat that meat, they like their greens and their veggies, this is an outstanding pick for you. I might fall in love with this one in particular. Next up, guys, I'm passing it over to Eric, our fish expert.
All right, guys, now it's time for some aquatics. So over here, we have some of the dwarf orange crayfish. Those guys are super cool. If you're looking for some crayfish but don't have a tank to keep the big guys, we got these guys right here. All right, this tank, we did get some new clown loaches in. Those guys are pretty awesome. If you have a snail problem, they do great for you. We did get some more Hengelai Rasabaras in. Those guys are pretty popular with those nano tanks. Some more stir-by cories came in. Speaking of nano tanks, some more Galaxy Rasabaras or Celestial Pearl Danios, whatever you guys like to call them. So we got those guys back in, as well as a ton of Neocaridina shrimp. So if you're needing some shrimp, we got a wider range of colors right now. While I was also thinking about it over here, we did get in another gorgeous full moon beta. This guy is super awesome. Love them full moons, and this guy did not disappoint either. We got in my favorite rainbow, one of my favorite rainbows, I should say, the neon blue rainbows. Those guys came in looking really good. Along with those, something pretty common, but I feel like underappreciated. Those are definitely the cherry barbs. Those guys are awesome. Looks phenomenal. Another amazing gold nugget pleco came in this week. Love the gold nuggets, and I would say he is just as good as the last one we had in. So these guys are looking awesome right now. Definitely something cool to check out for sure. Up here, we did get a few more of the Bolivian rams. Pretty awesome little ram, really nice, easy to work with. Up here, we got in a bunch more of the gourami glowfish. Those guys have been very, very popular. We have sold a lot of these guys, and they have become very popular, being a new type of glowfish. In here, we did get in a large group of albino glow light tetras, which are really, really cool. A really nice group of swordtails came back in. Also got in another group of Siamese algae eaters. Those guys are awesome if you have a lot of hair algae. These guys will definitely keep it clean. A few balloon mollies. And then down here, we got in a few more crayfish. We got in the electric blues again. We got a couple of those, and we also got in a couple of the vanilla crayfish. So that is gonna be it for me, guys. Make sure you go down there, hit that like button, follow us for sure so you can see more awesome videos, and we'll see you guys next time.